Hello there ladies and gents, and welcome back to another video. Today we are back out on the shore, up an estuary area down near Falmouth, and we're on the hunt for cockles. I'm out today, I'm joined by Mummy Adventurer, little Spider Monkey Adventurers in day school at the moment, enjoying some playtime. So yeah, we're after these bad boys. We're also after scallops and razor clams. Let's go see what we can find. Alright there guys, so you can see the difference here. These are the ones we're after today, the big ones. These ones are a little bit too small. A general rule of thumb is if it's about as big as the end of your thumb there, which this one is, that's the sort of size you want to be keeping. So yeah, let's go see what we can find. Alright there folks, there is the haul so far. We'll go through these at the end. Mummy Adventure's been doing a good job of picking up empty shells. We'll go through them at the end and make sure everything is all fine size wise, etc., and put back the ones we don't want. But yeah, thought I'd give you a bit of an update. It's pretty windy still, so hopefully the audio's coming through alright. We're going to head back down and then come back up and then go back down. We've still got a good couple hours yet before we do hit the low tide mark. Alright there folks, this is exactly what we're looking for. Lovely, nice big cockles like that, just sitting up in the sand. Just so you know, if you ever do find any, tap them out, put them back in, just make sure their valve is sticking up. That's the way they filter. But yeah, perfect sort of size. Yeah, beautiful. Let's take that one and put it in the bag. Plonk. In it goes. That is a big jumbled mass of cockles, clam, mussels, all sorts on that one. Nope, that one's off. Put it back on. But yeah, we're not after mussels today, however, there's quite a lot around here, which is nice to see. What we are going to try and find for you guys in a minute is some razor clams. Got my salt with me, so we'll find a couple patches and see. Let's have a look. Yeah, too small that one. Pop him back in. We'll have a look around over there in a minute, see if we can find a few patches where we can pour some salt on them, get them to pop out for you, and see if we can find some good razor clams as well. Here is a prime example of what not to take. So, cockle inside, looks like it's all good. Wait to tell if they're dead or not. Give them a little bit of a tap, and if they stay shut, then they're good. But this one isn't. Don't take anything like this. You don't know how long it's been dead for. It will make you very, very poorly, trust me, if you do. So yeah, little tip for you all, don't take anything like that. If you find it and it's open, give them a little tap. If they don't close up straight away, then discard them because they're dead. Just making my way back to Mummy Adventurer there folks. She's been squat down over here for quite some time, so I'm assuming she's probably found quite a few. You find that with cockles, you'll go through a little patch and you'll find hundreds of them. So yeah, I've got a few here. I'm gonna go see Mummy Adventurer and get them in the bag. Alright, hopefully guys, we got a nice razor clam here to show you. Put a little bit down there. Now, it's going to be one of two things. It'll either be a gaper clam, or if it pops on out, it will be a razor clam. If it's a gaper clam, it's going to be impossible to get out because they're about 2 to 3 feet underground. But we'll see. See if anything pops out in a while. Sometimes they take a bit of time. Sometimes the best thing to do is look around, find some more holes, pour a few bits, and then yeah, if it's not out by now, then it's probably a gaper clam. Yeah, so that was a gaper clam. Oh, there's another hole that's just opened up. There's a secondary valve over here. See if we get anything. Yeah, they normally have 2 valves as well. No, because nothing's coming out, that'll be a gaper clam. Oh, that squirted out. Yeah, no action. Ah! Oh, that was hilarious. That sprayed everywhere. clams under there. Ew. Yeah, otherwise they would have been up by now. Oh no, there we go. Is it coming now? Do we have a breacher? No, that looks like a Yep, so they were gaper clams there, guys. So they will be buried about 2 to 3 foot underground, so they're going to be impossible for us to get out at the moment. But we will go and hunt for some more razor clams, see what we can find. Right there, folks, this is a proper sized king cockle. You can see how they use their tongue to get around. Yeah, awesome. You can see what I mean by how big they can grow and just how spiky they can get. Yeah, beautiful sized king cockle, that one. That one can go straight in the cook pot. Yeah, amazing. Well, there we go. First razor clam found. All you need to do when it pops out a bit more, if it does, let's see what it's going to do. Is it going to go back down now? Sprinkle a bit more salt there. Let's see what it decides to do. See if it will come out for us. Otherwise, if not, the best thing to do is get down next to it, just gently grab it, spin around very slowly, and remove it. If you pull it too hard, you'll rip the foot off the bottom. But that razor clam there is too small. You want them to be about 15 centimeters. The legal size for them is 10 centimeters. Ideally, about 15 plus is what you want. And sometimes you'll find that they'll drop these little bits as well from the top. This is actually just that they can drop it off and then escape back down, so predators will munch on this and then they can escape. Yeah, we'll stick him back in his hole and let him go. Here, he's a little bit big for his shell now. We have a hermit crab. Looks like he's actually recently peeled because he's really translucent. Yeah, as they peel and grow bigger, they'll come and take over other shells and whatnot as a replacement home. Off you go, buddy. Stay safe. Oh, there we go. That there, although it's difficult to see, is a queen scallop. Found tons and tons of scallop shells, but nothing alive until now. But again, for those ones there, you probably need a good 10 to 20 of them per person to make any form of meal. But not after those today, so we're going to put it back. Yeah, hunting for razor clams. And we've got a big liquor tongue of a big cockle. Too small to keep, these ones. But yeah, you can see how they use that muscular tongue to get around. And another one to come out as well. So we'll leave those guys alone. They're a bit too small for us. We want bigger ones than that if we do find them and come across them. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that was hilarious. That went straight up the side of Mummy Adventurer. Oh, I missed him. Well there, folks, Mummy Adventurer has found something pretty awesome. And I thought I did well finding my dead shell of a king cockle. Trying to pour a little bit more salt on it there, Mummy Adventurer. There you go. It should come straight out. Look at the size of that. That is a monstrous king cockle. That is a proper size one. That is a beaut. Well done, Mummy Adventurer. that'll be coming home with us. Yeah, for sure. So we've probably got a gaper clam down there. We've got a couple of razor clams coming out here. There's another one in there. That one hasn't quite come out yet, whatever it was. Possibly a gaper clam. On the adventure has just found something I've never seen before, and nor has she. Almost looks like some form of squat lobster type thing. So we will have to look that one up and see what it is. Awesome little find. Well, looks like that king cockle's having a whale of a time. What are you doing, buddy? Tide will be in a minute. Right. Alright, sorry for the awkward angle there, guys, but yeah, we are done. We have got a nice little haul today. Very nice little haul. Before we go, when we get back up to the shoreline there, we'll make sure they're all good. And yeah, stay tuned, because the next part will be a catch and cook on these delicious cockles. Catch you in the kitchen. Hi there folks, just wanted to show you the different species really of stuff that you can find. Other than the razor clams that you would have seen earlier. So this one here is a king cockle. You've got your hard shell clam and you've got your normal cockle. The king cockles, these ones here do grow to about twice the size. That's the nice big ones of these variants that you want. So that's about as big as a cockle. They do grow a little bit more, but yeah, that's the sort of size really, and that's the ideal ones that you want. We're not after clams today, but to be honest with you, that's about as small as I would take them, maybe a little bit bigger they'll grow to. But yeah, just thought I'd show you all just the different things that you can find. We'll put them all back in, make sure that their valves are up, and again with this one here, make sure that it's back in. The king cockles are rather spiky. Tide will be in shortly, so yeah, get those back in and we'll go and cook the rest of them. Alright, sorry for the poor lighting there folks, it's a bit dark in the old garage sink here. But yeah, I've got back home now. You can see them in there, some of them have opened up nicely. You can actually see some of the valves. Basically this is just a bit of fresh seawater that I collected beforehand. Popped them into the foraging bag while we were down there, and then pop them into the bucket of water for the journey home. I'm going to get my aerator set up and I'll get back to you guys in just a sec. Alright there folks, air diffuser is now on. These guys are going to be purging. Ideally I would like to let them purge for sort of 8 to 12 hours really overnight, but because I'm going to be eating them later, really you want to do a very bare minimum of 2, but I'm going to try and allow it to be sort of 3 to 4 hours. We've had about an hour in the car on the way back, so I'll give them another 3 hours now with the aerator on. That's basically to just allow the water to oxygenate, breaks the surface tension of the water as well, and yeah, so hopefully they won't run out of oxygen, which is not what we want. We don't want them all to die off before we get to eat them. They all seem pretty happy in there at the moment, everything's fine. So yeah, we'll check on them in a couple of hours time. I'll get some ingredients ready and prepped, and then we'll do a cook up for you all. Alright there folks, they've had about 3 hours in there, just over 3 hours now, plus the hour they had in transit. They're all still looking good and fine. Yeah, I can see the valves out on a lot of them as well, so try and get a bit of a closer up there. Especially that one there, yeah, they're all looking good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take them over to the main sink and I'm going to scrub them all off, get rid of any bits of crap and rubbish and clean them up a bit. And then we'll get cooking. We have now emptied out our cockles, and this is exactly why we purged them. As you can see, all that grit and dirt that they've expelled, more in the sink from where they've been cleaned, and there is our nice bowl right there of freshly cleaned cockles. We've also got a couple of bad ones as well. Yeah, I'll show you now quickly. If I grab one, yeah, so if they don't close like this one here, the best thing to do, give them a knock, and then if they don't close up, this one still hasn't, you know not to use it, There's basically something wrong with it. Could be dead, anything like that, so don't risk it, just get rid of it. So yeah, we've got our discard pile, and it's be exactly the same thing when we cook these as well. If there's any of them that don't open, we'll be getting rid of those because we don't want poorly tummies. Welcome back. So, our cockles are all cleaned and done. Now we're going to get cooking them. First of all, we're going to add a little drop of olive oil. Then we're going to grab a nice knob of butter to melt, about 50 grams or so. Pop that one in there. Excellent. Yeah, just make sure you guys are all good. We've got no flickering going on because I've had some issues, unfortunately, with the lighting. Sorry it's a bit dark, it's a bit late now. I had to get the little one to bed, etc. before I started all this, but yeah. We're now cooking. We're going to do a nice cook up for you guys with the cockles. They are looking lovely and amazing. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. So all I'm doing now, over about a medium heat, so I'm just melting this butter. Put a little bit of olive oil in there as well, just to stop the butter from burning. In a second, once the butter's near enough melted, pretty much is now. Oh yeah, that's good. Right, we are going to add our shallots, 3 shallots, and our smoked garlic, 3 cloves of, and pop that in there. Get rid of that one, turn it up a little bit, give that a good stir. Going to give that about 2 minutes on about a medium heat. We don't want to burn anything, we're just sort of sweating the onion and garlic out basically. Give you guys, sorry for any flickering there, nice close up of that sizzling away. We're not trying to brown anything in there, we're just literally making it sweat and fry off a little bit. Right. Now that we've had that in there for about 2 minutes, we're going to add, this is 1 large carrot, sort of roughly chopped up into sticks, and again 2 stalks of celery, not the whole bunch, just a couple of stalks from it, chopped up the same, so we're going to add that in. And again, we're going to give that about 2 minutes as well. Put a nice stir in there. It's going to form a nice base then for our sauce as well. Right, that's had about 2 minutes now though, ladies and gents. We're going to turn up the heat just a little bit. I'm going to add in about half a cup of white wine to start with. And just a touch of hot water. Make sure that is nice and hot. What we want is a nice amount of steam coming out of it. Because now, add in our lovely cockles. So, I'm going to put the big guy in first, give him a good minute in there on his own, and then I'm going to add the rest of him just so he gets a little bit of a cook off first of all. An important thing, make sure you put your lid on as well. Keep that steam in. We're not trying to boil anything, we want everything in there to steam out. Again, just give you guys a show there, hopefully it's not flickering too much for you. Alright there guys, that's enough to burn myself. I'm going to open this one up. Ooh, it's nice in there now. That's starting to smell lovely. Starting to smell lovely. We're now going to carefully add in our cockles and give them about 5 minutes. Alright there folks, they've had about 2 minutes in there now, so I'm just going to quickly give them a stir. There we go, and then pop the lid back on, give them another couple of minutes. Right there folks, they've had about 5 minutes just about. Now we're going to drain it all off. Alright there, everything's in the colander. We've drained the liquid out underneath. Sorry for the flickering on the screen, it's just due to the poor lighting unfortunately that's going to occur every now and again. Going to move the colander out the way, going to rinse out the big bowl, then we're going to re-drain our liquid in there, and I'll show you why we do that in just a second. So what I'm going to do now is carefully pass this liquid through a very fine strainer. Going to leave a little bit left in the bottom, and you'll see why shortly. And there we go. But you can see it in there. There's still some of the grit and sand, etc., that the cockles have expelled. So we don't want that in our food. So we leave a little bit left in the bottom, just to make sure that none of that gets into what we're making. Otherwise, it will be not very tasty, so to speak. Right there, guys. We're now going to pour our liquid back into our saucepan. Yeah, turn that heat up. And this is going to be our delicious sauce that we're going to have with our cockles now. So we've got all the goodness in there already. We're going to add some more white wine to the mixture. Yeah, probably a good third of a bottle there gone in. And what we're going to do now is we're going to let this reduce down by about half, and then add 300 ml of double cream to the mixture. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the cockles, make sure they're all opened, discard any ones in there. Again, apology for the flickering, discard any ones that haven't opened because we won't want those, and then get that ready to go back in. In the meantime, back over here, I'm about to get another torch out just to give me some more light exposure. We've got our lovely broth there reducing down. Shortly we'll be able to add some of our white wine, but that's just basically on a low simmer. We don't want things to burn. In the meantime, over here we've basically got a little bit of salted water with a tiny little bit of olive oil in onto the boil, and that's what we're going to use to cook our pasta in a minute. Alright there, guys, I'm going to now add in about 300 ml of double cream, so about half of this one. Give that a good stir around. There we go. That is smelling absolutely and utterly fantastic. Oh my, that is going to be delicious. And now what we want to do now is reduce this down further until it's about the same consistency as the double cream itself. Our sauce has nearly reduced. I'm just going to put the pasta on to cook now. I just have a bag of some fresh tagliatelle. Only takes about 5 or 6 minutes to cook. Put a load of that in there. Awesome. Yeah, won't be long now until we can serve. Got about a minute left until the pasta's ready. So I'm going to re-add the cockles that I've taken out of the shells. I was going to keep them in, but they've all literally just fallen out. So I'm going to add them now back into our lovely liqueur. Get that all back in there, all that goodness in. Awesome. Give it a lovely big stir around. Oh, that smells so good. I cannot wait to eat this. It's going to be absolutely lovely. Just give our pasta a quick stir as well. Got 1 minute on the timer. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some curly parsley. You can use flat leaf parsley as well. Fresh out the garden. Just going to add some in. I'm going to save a little tiny bit that I've chopped up as well, just to sprinkle on at the end there. Give that a nice stir in. That just gives it a minute basically, just to add a bit of extra flavour and just to wilt in. Yeah, oh, that smells so good. I am absolutely starving as well, so I cannot wait to dig into this. I'll catch you guys in a minute for the plate up. Well folks, there we go. Just gonna carefully pour some of that lovely sauce all over the top. Oh yeah. Pop you guys down a second. Get some more of this goodness. There we go. Wait for this blurriness to go. Let's give you the money shot. Oh. That is just, oh, it smells utterly, utterly incredible. I'm going to now serve this up and meet you in the dining room. Well folks, there we go. One delicious meal caught, cooked and served. We are going to smash through this. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Enjoy.